Hi everyone, this is Georgia West, I'm a professional life coach. Just checking in with you guys. It's been a couple of weeks, and so I wanted to let you know how my personal blog is going with weight loss. And so in the third week of January, I lost another 5 pounds for a total of 20 pounds for the month of January, so I'm extremely excited about that. And then right after that, I got diagnosed with COVID, and believe it's the Delta variant. And so it was pretty intense for the last 2 weeks. And, whenever people get sick, they just kind of need to do what they need to do, right, in order to get better. And for me, because of my past history, it's really important for me to be able to keep my food down and to not vomit. And so in that process, I wind up taking a lot of like ginger and ginger ale and carbonation, more breads and things to try to keep my stomach settled. And so, at that point, you kind of just need to say, hey, I'm going to self-care. I'm going to take all the vitamins, all the, supplements, all the things I can do to protect myself, to build my immunity, to fight off infection. And so weight loss kind of took a side note. I typically actually gain weight when I am ill, where most people lose. And so for me, getting back onto the scale and seeing that I'm, straight even and that I haven't gained or lost is actually a really great thing for me. So it tells me that I'm back on track. I am not completely over it, but I am feeling much better. I'm no longer contagious and doing well. And so now it's getting my endurance back and my energy back and getting back to exercising and getting back to my Mediterranean style diets. I'm introducing my vegetables and my fruits again, and I'm lowering my dairy, lowering my breads and carbs, and increasing my proteins again. And so I'm in that transition this week, and so we'll see how that goes. So looking forward, but 20 pounds for the month of January is still, I think, a great achievement, especially with illness. So I'm just really thrilled about that, and I wound up losing several inches off my waist. I think I wound up being 8 inches off my waist. And yeah, so I'm just really thrilled with that. And so going for the month of February, I think I'm still in this transition for this first week of February. And so my goal for the month of February is to lose 10 pounds and another inch or two off of my waist. That's just a good guideline for health, is seeing where my waist is at. And so picking up my exercise and going from bed exercises to chair exercises. Now I'm going to be working through the chair exercises, and hopefully by the end of the month getting to where I can be standing without a cane, at least long enough to exercise for say 20-30 minutes. That would be a great goal. And for me, for the last, ever since my back surgery, so for the last 25 years, I have been standing kind of like this, right? So I'm not perfectly straight up. But as I've been going through the physical therapy exercises, I've noticed that I've been straightening up. And so I'm hoping to be able to stand in perfect alignment also by the end of February. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you've walked around kind of hunched over for 25 years, that's a big deal, right? It also allows your body, when you're in alignment, to relieve that pressure off of your spine and to maybe have some pain relief. Maybe be able to walk more properly and to strengthen myself and hopefully be able to walk without a cane, at least for short periods of time. That would be great. But overall, just wanting to increase health and continue to lose weight and be strong and see how far I can take this. So with that, I'd love to share just a couple quick things I did kind of through COVID. I took 12,000 IUs of vitamin D, 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I took Quercetin. I took elderberry. I had toast with elderberry jam. Let's see. There was so much. I took licorice root, so that's actually something that is supposed to work specifically against SARS-CoV-2 viruses. So I have a unique situation where I am highly allergic to almost all antibiotics, all antivirals that are, through big pharmaceutical companies. Anything that's synthetic, my body just reacts to it. From 1968 through current, there has been 711 people who had adverse reactions to the MMR shot, and I was one of them, right? So I wound up with measles and hives and 105 temp and had breathing issues and was in a really serious condition, was hospitalized at one point, and ironically I never developed the immunity to measles, mumps, and rubella, so I found that out when I was pregnant and they take the test. And so I also had a near-death experience where I was hospitalized taking a flu shot. And they found out that when I did my food intolerance test and my chemical test, it's all the baseline ingredients that most people don't have any problem with. I just happen to have a problem with. And so yes, I'm unvaccinated. I'm not trying to be, political about any of that. I am not medically qualified for vaccines. And so until that changes, I cannot take it, and I'm not trying to judge what anybody else is doing. I'm just saying that is my situation, and so I'm high risk, and I got it, and I have to go through natural therapies, and so natural supplements and vitamins and rest and just kind of doing everything what I call the old-fashioned way, right, before modern medicine. And so I had to trust my body to recuperate, and it's doing well so far. So again, it's just a matter of getting my endurance back and getting my energy back up and moving forward. So I wish all of you the best of health and good luck with everything that's going on during the pandemic. But at the same time, don't let that stop you from getting your best life. And so I'm going to continue forward now with the weight loss plan and the exercise plan I have going. And you know what, in the past I used to really beat myself up about stuff like that, in the past of going like, oh gosh, if I didn't hit my goal, then it's all for nothing. And now I guess in time and wisdom you learn to say, you know what, that was a 2-week pause to take care of other health issues, right, and then to get back on track and to continue forward. So there's nothing to beat ourselves up about. It's not a failure, it's a learning experience and continuing on. So with that, I hope you all have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.